I'm going to overview the installation process of a Navatlas soundbar. I'm going to go over mounting options, either direct cage mount or off cage mount. I will go over wiring options, either analog or digital. I will also show you the ability to daisy chain off of a Navatlas soundbar to another speaker. Stay tuned. There's several unique characteristics to the Navatlas soundbars, and the first one is the mounting options. There's two mounting options. The first one is a direct cage mount option, so it would go on a straight roll cage. You'll need 2 of the direct cage mount brackets, they're fixed. You'll need 4 of the threaded inserts. You'll need 8 of the 5mm by 15mm screws, and you'll need the inserts depending on what cage diameter you have, from a 1.5 to 2 inch cage diameter. This is how it's mounted. I mounted the first one to show you kind of an idea of what it looks like. 4 screws here, top and bottom. The bracket, there's rubber inserts. This insert's for a 1.5 inch roll cage. Very simple to do. Take the inserts, mount them. The top one slides down the channel here, slides down the channel at the bottom. Take the mounting bracket there like that. Find the screw holes. I would suggest to tighten them by your fingers first, and then tighten them down with the Allen wrench. That's the direct cage mount brackets. The second mounting option for the Navatlas soundbars is the off-cage bracketing system. So you'd use the existing direct cage mount bracket. You'd add a off-bar clamp mount bracket that has 3 different cage diameter options. So 1.5, 1.75, and then 2 inch. You have a threaded insert. You have 2 rubber slotted gaskets. You have a single 5mm by 15mm screw and a set screw. So you take your rubber gaskets, the slotted one, put it into the fixed bracket that's already mounted to the soundbar. You take your slotted insert, you slide it in like that. Take your single screw, mount it in here like this, like that, tighten it. I have one pre-assembled here. You can see what it looks like. So that's your off-bar clamp mounting system. So at 1.5, 1.75, and 2 inch with your fixed bracket, your slotted insert, and your single 5 by 15mm screw. You tighten all those up and you're ready to go. Tucks up into the roof system. Your audio is driven at a 40-degree angle at the passenger and driver, and you're set. This is the off-bracketing mounting system for the Navatlas. On a side note, Navatlas offers a ProFit cage bracket for the soundbars. No other manufacturer offers a ProFit cage bracket for a General or a Defender. This is the fun portion. I know you guys are all wiring experts, and I'm probably not going to tell you anything you don't already know, but I'm going to go over the wiring and the cables that come with all the Navatlas soundbars. First cable that comes with it is the power cable. This is a beefy power cable. This goes to your battery. Run it through the cage, take the DIN plug, go to the soundbar side of the soundbar, plug it in, make sure it's tight, bam, watertight. Nothing's going to get to that. Take your RCA to DIN plug cable for your signal, go to the side of the soundbar, find the pin configuration, tighten it, boom, you got your RCAs ready. Run that through the cage to your source unit. This is the source unit, NA30C, or you could run a Bluetooth controller, but I'm going to do an NA30C for this video. This has front, rear, and subwoofer outs. I'm going to run it to the front RCAs, red plug, white plug. That's pretty simple, red plug, white plug. Blue is for ACC or toggle switch. This will activate your blue LED light strip in the soundbars. There's another option. If you're running a Navatlas radio, like the NA30C, it has digital out. So you take the digital plug and plug in the digital signal, and that's all you need to run for a nice, real clean connection. This will activate the DSP chip in the soundbars. Another option is to run what we call a D-to-D cable, DIN plug to DIN plug. So you take the DIN plug to DIN plug cable, plug it in the side of the soundbar. This is the NA2BT rocker switch Bluetooth controller I'm going to use for reference point. Plug it into that, and you have a nice waterproof connection. That's not going to go anywhere. Just mount this into the dash, into a rocker switch location, and you're ready to go. That's the Navatlas NS14A, NS27A, and NS35A soundbar. Another key selling point to the Navatlas soundbars, besides the multiple mounting options or the shape of the soundbar, the unique shape of the soundbar, is the signal out on the side of the soundbar. Navatlas is the only manufacturer that offers signal out on the side of the soundbar. All other manufacturers, you have to pick up the signal at the end of the power cord that's near the battery. Then you have to run all the way through the cage to your speaker. That's a lot of cables. And you know what? I love this classroom atmosphere. You know, I like to be able to get intimate with you guys. This is cool. I've got two cable options. I have either the cable that comes with the soundbars that is a DIN plug to RCA, or I have a D2D or an A to A cable that you can purchase separately. There's two wiring options. One is analog, so I'm going to go over the analog first. So you go to your source unit. This is the NA30C. Front, rear, and subwoofer inputs. You'll go to either the front or the rear inputs, depending on where you want to mount your soundbar. Signal in to your side of the soundbar from your source unit. Take the A to A cable from the signal out on the side of the soundbar and the signal in to the second soundbar. And you'll repeat that multiple times if you'd like. So you go from this soundbar to another cage speaker to another soundbar. So that's daisy chaining. I have the ability to do a digital signal as well, either RCAing on the NA30C to the digital off the RCAs on the DIN plug to the digital out on the NA30C, or the digital processor on our Bluetooth controllers. You take the DIN plug, go from your Bluetooth controller to the side of your soundbar, to the out of your soundbar again, to the signal in on your second soundbar, and you're ready to go. That's daisy chaining on a digital platform. That's the DD cable. This has been the Navatlas daisy chaining overview.